Hello. I'm so glad you decided to step into my coffin, where each story is another stitch in a reality that most deny. Each story has the potential to make you question what you see, for they are all based on moments in everyday life. Real events that made those who lived through it feel a chill down their spine. Me, I'm more than happy to spread that fear. Hell, even I get a cold feeling in the gut knowing they still question, was it real? The Dead and Laughing Show presents Live with the Afterlife. It's a trippy book. Hello, bloodies. I didn't hear you come in. Caught me reading. I actually just got this book. It's pretty fucking interesting. It's a collection of stories all the way from the 1950s to, I think it was 84? 1984, 1982, I believe. Around there, one of those. Hell, I could be wrong. Could be 81. But yeah. Interesting read so far. Ghosts. A treasury of chilling tales, old and new, selected by Marvin K. Not sponsored. I don't know why I felt like I had to say that. But really, interesting read. Old fucking book. I'm not here to talk about that though. But this does remind me of something that actually happened to me. That actually happened in the apartment that I live. Well, the vicinity of the apartment where I live. It has to deal with some neighbors. And it's a little fucked up considering what happened to them, how it ended. So, without adding anything else, make sure you go to YouTube and do all that fun stuff. Follow the links, do all that shit. Me book has just the right stories at the right times. Alright. Wait. Alright. This story is called What Remains of the Neighbors. This actually took place a few years ago. To me. Well, me and Ghoulie Julie. Both of us heard it, and we didn't know how to react, really. Start with the first one. Had a neighbor that actually lived downstairs from me. I used to work with the guy. Well, separate shifts, same company. He was a really cool dude. I will say he was a bit way over the heavy side. He was a hefty fellow. He was a large man, but he seemed like he had a good heart. He didn't seem like he was a very angry fellow. Starts off a little bit funny, and then you feel a little bit bad. Well, we felt a little bit bad because we found out that his wife was cheating on him. Pretty fucked up, too. Because I would leave work. And at this job, it was very physically demanding. Majority of places are, like if you're in warehouses. But this place, I almost got disemboweled. I am not kidding, by the way. It's what happens when you don't look when you're moving large pallets and a nail is sticking out. Hooked right into my stomach, almost pulled me open. Actually dug in pretty good. But this has nothing to do with that part. There would be a number of nights where I would see him and he would be at work. When I would be leaving, he'd show up, he'd be there just like, hey man, how you doing? I want to ask you about the area, such and such, such, such. So just talk a little bit. Just a very little bit. So like 2-3 minutes, and then I'm on my merry motherfucking way. This time, this is the first time we noticed, and we were actually making fun of it. When I came home, me and Ghoulie Julie just had a regular day, like normal. Didn't think anything. I didn't think anything. And then when it got late, I decided to go to bed. I was fucking burnt out. And Ghoulie Julie was tired too, so we just said, fuck it, let's go lay down. Went, lay down, watched a little bit of TV, turned that bitch off, and then we start to hear a hoot. Like an owl. You're like, the fuck? Is that an owl? No. What is that? And we heard it so fucking clearly that we did not second guess that it was a bird. We did second guess it was a bird because it sounded so strange, but it sounded just like an owl. Not knowing it was the neighbor, specifically his wife. A few days go by, we tell another neighbor. They're like, hey, like we were hanging out with them. Like, hey, we heard them, like, you know, bumping uglies. They were going at it. And, dude, she sounds like a bird. It got to the point where we heard, and it was just like, fuck, man. He's really, this short, I mean, heavily obese dude was really giving it to her. And we're just like, damn. Bravo. Really? Bravo, dude. I didn't know you had it in you. And then one day it kicked in. I was so tired the other times that I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That I just seen this fucking guy at work. And it takes an hour for me to get there. How the fuck can he be here right now? When his shift doesn't end until like 5 in the morning. No. And throughout this time, as I realized it, I told Ghoulie Julie, like, he's not home. What do you mean? He's not home. I just seen him at work. Unless he left right when I did, but his shift starts when I leave. Fuck. That's when it really hit us, like, damn, that bitch is cheating on him. And it felt bad. For 2 reasons. One, we were mocking it. I mean, how could you not? You're annoyed by a person and then you just keep hearing, hoo, 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 hoo. It's like, oh, fuck, dude. And then we felt bad realizing that, holy shit, she's cheating on this dude. In their bed. And she had the window open. We could clearly hear, like, their children open the door. Hey, mom! Just yelling. And like, hey, and she would just like, hey, get out of here. It's like, dude, that's some, I don't know their arrangement, I don't know what was going on, but that's some cold shit. They seem like a real nice dude. As long as we lived above them, didn't really have any issues. He was a nice guy. We would always hear him, like, talking to her or doing whatever. But then, like, you know, every couple has arguments. Every couple goes through those moments where you just want to cut their goddamn head off. And we felt bad. The neighbor that we were speaking to, they were like, hey, like, did you hear it again? Like, was it loud again? And we felt bad. We're like, dude, that's not him. Like, Like, it's funny when like you're like, they're fucking around. She sounds like a bird. It's funny when it's like that, but when you actually like hear somebody cheating on somebody else, it's like, I don't want to go around spreading that shit. That's not my shit to spread. That's not my story to tell for that one. Well, now it is. But it just felt fucked up. It's like, I don't want to say it. What? I don't want to say it. What? Come on, spit it out. Dude, he works where I work. Yeah, so his shift starts when I leave. Okay, so it takes an hour for me to get home. Okay, so how the fuck is he here during that time when his shift ends like at 5 in the morning? Oh, see, I didn't outright say it. They put it together. Like, holy shit. She's cheating. Oh, wow, that's fucked up. That's really even they were like, damn, that's fucked up. He's a really nice guy too. That's fucked up. Like, well, like, don't know what to say. Just he got really awkward after that. We still heard the owl. Not every single night after that, but more than what you would think. We just closed the window. We closed the window, put on something else to hear, because it just felt bad. It's like, dude, that's fucked up. And one day, him and his wife got into an argument. Pretty fucking loud one, too. I guess he found out about her and her late night shenanigans. You know, the type that have your ankles in the air and hooing like an owl. Jesus fuck. We could hear him yelling, and we were hanging out with the neighbor. We could hear them very loudly. He was pissed. I never heard him yell like that. None of us ever heard him yell like that. Nobody in this complex heard him yell that way. But he went all out. You fucking bitch, you're in our bed, in my bed, and with the kids here, and that is a holy shit. It's one of those moments where you don't want to listen, can't help but overhear this shit. Yeah, sure, you see the neighbors fucking stick their head out being fucking chismosos, just, you don't know what that means, like gossip. Just sticking out, just listening. People looking out the window. People walking out of their fucking house just to come over here and listen. She came out, yelling, screaming, throwing a goddamn fit. She wasn't happy with him. Bitch should have cut it off. But instead, she was screaming and yelling. She was gonna kill him. A little bit after that. Not too long after that. I'd say about a week. I believe so. Closer to a week. We heard, me and Ghoulie Julie, actually, it was on my day off. We heard screaming, like, what the fuck? What's going on? And we could hear people just screaming, yelling, freaking the fuck out. And that's when we noticed it's coming from the people downstairs. Like, what the fuck? Well, what happened? Did somebody break in? And you know what? I said, like, what happened? Somebody died? And we had no fucking clue what happened. I heard everybody outside, and I heard, my coworker at that point, he was saying, I'm fine. What are you screaming about? Why are you crying? I'm fine. I'm here. We heard that clearly. Very clearly. Like, why would somebody be yelling that right now? Like, why would you be yelling? I'm fine. I'm right here. What are you freaking out about? We had no fucking clue that he died in his bed right next to her. We found out as we went outside. With all the commotion, we're like, what the fuck is going on? It went on long enough where we were like, is there something wrong with the building? We started questioning what's going on, so we walked outside. Like, what the fuck happened? Neighbor that we were talking to at that time, he said he's dead. Who's dead? He's dead. Who's dead? And then since he spoke Spanish, he's like, pendejo, the guy you were working with, he's dead. I'm like, how the fuck? And he could see it on her face, like, what? Like, I'll tell you after. Because it was just all the commotion, everybody freaking the fuck out. We were wondering, like, how the fuck but me and Ghouli Julie we just fucking heard him. How the fuck is that possible? And we were talking about it. We heard him clearly. What are you crying for? I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm right here. What are you screaming about? I'm okay. Like, what the fuck? Found out how he passed. I'm not accusing anybody here. I'm not accusing. But just the time frame from her saying that she was going to kill him. And then the way they found him. Laying on his stomach, face in the pillow. Even the police were saying it looked like pressure because how hard his face was in the pillow. Then again, if his heart stopped by that point, which I'm not gonna say that he didn't have health concerns, because I seen him one day walk into his car holding his chest, sweating like a motherfucker. And it wasn't even really that hot. Yeah, sure, we live in California, but it wasn't really that hot that day. And he was fucking, just like he got out of the shower and then somebody threw a bucket of water on his ass. He was just holding the back of his car, gripping his chest, just, like, are you okay? Like, I'm fine, I'm out of breath, I'm fine. Like, dude, you don't look like you're fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. Like, oh, all right, dude. Hey, if anything happens, go to the hospital. He's like, yeah, I'll be okay. And his wife said he'll be okay. Sometimes he has trouble breathing and whatnot. It's like, okay. You don't just those were all signs where he was just like, I'm fucking having a heart attack, and they just treated it like it was whatever. Strange. Especially on her end, the way she was just so fucking calm about it. I mean, I could be calm with certain people's, issues and diagnoses and all that shit, because I know it's not gonna fucking kill them. But dude, if you have a hard time breathing, you're grabbing your chest, you're nauseous, you fucking sweating like a motherfucker, and you're just like, oh, I think you should go to the fucking hospital. But they didn't. It's just so crazy to know that. I mean, somebody I knew that actually I got along with. I didn't know him extremely well, but I got along with him. And then in a short time span to find out, like, wow, your wife's a tosspot. While you're at work, she's fucking making a call of the goddamn wild. And then for him to pass not that long after she said that. Strange. Is it not? Coincidence? Maybe. It's crazy how they said they found him with his face into his pillow. When they moved him, they said, since he was extremely overweight, they said everything was pushed back on his face. That's why they said it might have been a lot of pressure holding him there. But he's a big fucking guy. If he was having heart issues and then she possibly did that, it's like, wow, you're a bitch. The other thing is, like, since he's a big dude, he could have rolled over. He was used to throwing his weight like that. Seen him at work. But holy shit. Just it still trips me out knowing the fact that I heard him talking after they found him dead. It still trips me out. That was the end of the first one. If you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed it, because that was a weird fucking day. That was just a weird timing for all of it. And I'm no bullshit, it actually happened here. He actually passed away beneath me. It's just still so weird. Especially because, like, they invited us into their home before, so I knew where they found him exactly. It's like, holy shit. That's fucking crazy. That's really fucking crazy. I mean, people die every day, but holy shit. It's always a trip when it happens to somebody you actually know. Speaking of which, this is the second part. This, the neighbor that I mentioned that I was hanging out with, that we were talking about, the neighbor that lived below me, we got into an altercation where, I'm not gonna lie, he started acting like a little bitch. He did start acting just like a little motherfucker. It's like, God, get your fucking panties out of a bunch. So we actually stopped talking, and a little while goes by, and like since he was giving me a dirty fucking attitude for so long, I said openly, "Fuck you." Like, all right, fuck you then. Flat out. If you want to be that way towards me when I'm being nice to you and I'm not being rude to you, I'm not gonna waste my fucking time on your ass. And he didn't believe me. He thought, whatever. Whatever. Hey man, hey buddy. Fuck you. Walk away. I would say hi to the rest of the neighbors. I would say hi to all of them. And he would question, why didn't you say hi to me? Well, maybe because you were acting like a dumb bitch. Even the neighbors told him, like, maybe because you were acting like that. He got the hint. Afterwards, he got the hint. But as COVID came along, everybody was home. That dude is I think he was a type 2 diabetic. Bad alcoholic, very bad alcoholic. He knew it. He was open about it. He even said, like, I drink because I like to drink. I know I have an issue with drinking. But you know what? Fuck it. I like to drink and get drunk. Like, okay, you're not in denial. You're not saying, like, oh, well, I can stop whenever I want. No, he didn't do that. He was like, no, I don't want to stop. I'm a fucking drunk. I know I am. And yeah, sure, it's not something you should be proud of, really. But hey, he was proud of it. He was open. He was like, yeah, I know. I know. You can point it out. You can say it. I don't give a fuck. All right. I said it a couple times. Fucking drunk. But after that, neighbors were telling me like, yeah, he's been getting sick recently. Like, yeah, no shit. He's a diabetic, drinks a fuck ton of liquor, doesn't really pay attention to his meds. It got to the point where before we stopped talking, he told me that when he would go to the bathroom, it was like hurting. And when he went to the doctor, they said it was crystallizing. His urine was crystallizing. Holy shit! His sugar was that high. That's what they told him. Like, yeah, it's like that, like powdery. It's like crystallizing around it and everything. It's like, ew. I didn't want to know that much, but he said it, and he was sober when he said that part. But after some time passed, found out something even worse about him. Found out that I shouldn't say it. I found out that he is a pedo. You don't know what that is? Pedophile. That he did some shit, and I don't agree with that. So once I heard that, I wanted to kick him in the chin. Like, since he lived downstairs, I wanted to jump from the second story and slam my heel into his fucking head. But since it's looked down upon in society, I didn't do it. And I didn't want to ruin my shoes. No, really, I didn't want to like do anything stupid like that and fuck myself up and make me look like the bad guy, because it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, sure, he's a pedophile, but he hasn't been caught. It's like, well, he got away with it for that long, so it's like, shit, it's gonna make me look fucking like really goddamn bad. And so it's like, I can't do anything, because then I'm gonna get arrested. Even though I very much wanted to. But I digress. After finding that out, I got a little bit more hostile towards him. And do I regret it? No, I don't. Because honestly, you're a pedophile. I don't fucking care. But as it went on, he got worse. His health started to go down. His wife left him. And he just wasn't taking care of himself at all. He wasn't taking care of himself worth a shit. I kept seeing more and more bottles outside his door. He would throw them away. He actually worked here. He worked for the apartment company I live at. He worked here at the complex, so he would be like, I'm gonna pick it up anyway. So he just left his shit around, and then he threw it away in the morning. And it's like, damn, he's drinking a lot. Well, he knows what he's doing. He's an adult, he can make his own decisions. And he's an idiot, so there's no way to help that part out. Like, okay, well. A few days go by. It's after that much. And I believe I was using the restroom and Ghoulie Julie heard him talking. It was strange. We didn't know what happened. Like, we saw his wife was packing her stuff and leaving. So we figured, oh, she's finally moving out after she broke up with his ass. Okay. So she's moving out. Alright. Didn't think of shit. She stopped talking to us too. So, fuck her too. Different reasoning for that one. Fuck her and the rest of them. But we're just like, whatever. Day after we noticed that she was moving out, that's when Ghoulie Julie heard it. Like, I can't say, I overheard people talking, but I can't say that I heard it as clear as she did. Because she was sitting in the living room. I forgot exactly what she was doing, but she was sitting in the living room. I believe I was inside our room, and I think we were gonna go somewhere, and I was getting ready, putting on my clothes. I had to like put some shit away too, so I was trying to get that shit done. She was just already done waiting out here, so she overheard him saying, "Get out of my house. Why are you in my home?" Very, very fucking just like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here," just angry as shit. And it's like, what the fuck? What? She's like, "Hey, I think somebody broke into his house." What do you mean? I just heard him yelling, "Get the fuck out of my house. Why are you in my home?" What? Wait. What? You heard somebody broke in? That would have been loud as shit. They have a metal screen door. It's solid metal, not that little mesh shit. So it's like a steel fucking screen door. Like, if you break in, you gotta go in through the windows at least, because that shit's... and that's gonna be loud. It's not gonna be quiet. And it was during the day. It wasn't at night. It was during the day. So her hearing that, she thought I don't know, did somebody break in? So she started looking, and she noticed people were in there with the manager. Why was the manager there? What the fuck happened? Is it what the? We had no idea. So we started like saying like, did he die in there? Did they go in there and look and find him too? Like, what the fuck is going on? He didn't die in there. As we went outside, we saw another neighbor that we were actually close to, and I hope he's doing well. That guy was cool. Felt sorry about his mother. I felt sorry about his mother. She actually passed not too long ago. I don't know what happened, what was going on with her, but feel sorry about that one. She was a sweet lady, and he was a good dude. But we asked him at the moment he was still here. Hey, what happened? We saw her leave. Did she move out? Like, what happened? He told us, "You don't know?" What do you mean? You don't know? Like, what the fuck? Dude, just say it. Don't know what? What happened? He died. What the fuck? When? I think it was like 4 days ago. I think around that time he died around 3-4 days ago, like something like that. Like, what the fuck? Really? No bullshit. Like, really? And I looked at Ghoulie Jules like, what the fuck? This is a little insane. And he's like, he'd seen like the looks, the expressions that we were giving each other, and he's like, why? What happened? Like, Ghoulie Julie heard him. What? And so she explained to him, I heard him yelling at some people. Like, I heard him yelling to get out of my house. Why are you in my home? I thought somebody broke into their apartment. Like, nah, that's weird. Nah. He never came back. He went to the hospital. He got COVID, went to the hospital. And due to complications with that, he ended up dying. So, he hasn't been here. When did you hear him? Like, she's like, well, I heard him today, as the manager was showing the apartment. What the fuck? It's like, nah, that's not possible. Like, well, that's what she heard. And she was like, I heard him yelling in his voice, get out of my house. You're not allowed in my home. Get out. He had no response. He just was like, that's He stopped for a second. He's like, I don't know. That's... Whew. He didn't know how to respond to that. After a second, he's like, that's fucking crazy. That's weird. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. But I don't know. That's weird. But fuck, like, I don't know what to say either, buddy. That's what she heard. Like, I heard like sounds, but I didn't like clearly hear it, so I couldn't say whether or not it was him or not. I just heard sounds. I was like, okay, people outside. It's just, to be honest, I was kind of waiting to hear that one, because, as I said, he didn't take care of himself. It was years as we knew him before we found out all that bullshit, and he became a little bitch, that he was just fucking drinking. He asked me to drive him to the store a couple times to pick up some booze because he was drunk. It's like, you know what? You ain't gonna stop. Nobody's gonna stop you. Fuck it. Let's go. You can say I enabled him. He wasn't gonna stop anyway. He was gonna get another ride from somebody else. So it wouldn't have helped. I mean, hell, he even told him, like, dude, why don't you just stop drinking? If it's affecting you that bad, just stop drinking. Like, nah, fuck that. I like beer too much. I like it too much. No. I like my drinks. Okay. Whatever. It's your choice. Should have figured something was a little bit off when he was... when I was hanging out with him and he was openly watching porn right next to me. Because he was into his phone. I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, what got you so, like, got all your attention? Like, what the fuck? And he flipped it around and just some woman getting her booty blasted. Like, holy shit! And he's sitting in the living room, middle of the fucking day. I'm sitting next to him. Like, dude, no! That was before I found out all that bullshit, but it was just, oh god, he was kind of out there, and then to hear that, then to find out all that, then to find out how he passed, it's like, wow, well, I kind of seen that coming. Not even kind of seen that coming. I seen that fucking coming from a mile away. I figured if he's gonna pass away, he's gonna die like that. He's gonna die because of his drinking. And something's gonna fuck with him because he's diabetic. And then COVID came around and he got it. And he was in the hospital for days. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. That's how much I cut his ass off out of my goddamn life. I didn't know he went to the hospital. I didn't know an ambulance came and picked him up. I didn't know, nor did I give a shit that an ambulance came and picked him up. But it did. I didn't even hear the sirens that day. Shit, I was probably out that day when he got picked up. But he got picked up. He was in the hospital for days. Never made it out. Well. That one I didn't care much for. The dude that lived beneath us, yeah, that one was sad. That one was very sad. It sucks when somebody passes away, but as you can see, varying differences. So, yeah, that's the end of those. I hope you enjoy those stories. Because again, I mean, these things actually happened. Those actually happened to me and Ghoulie Julie. Yes, eyeball. I see you looking at me like that. Book staring at me, sorry. But yeah, that actually happened to us. The whole thing. From the hooing to the screaming You heard all of that. Just wow. It's always crazy to think back on moments where somebody you know has passed, whether you have good or bad blood with. Whenever it's somebody you are fond of that actually passes away, it's crazy to think, wow, like they were there for that small moment of my life, but they were still there. And then when it's somebody you're not fond of, well, I'm pretty sure you know how that feels. You just you just think real fast, like, God, I wish I could take that time back. I could have done something more productive with my life. It's like, what is the saying? You can't unfuck somebody. Almost like that. Not the same. Still, bad blood. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, what's wrong with me? If I try to answer that for you, my bloodies, we're gonna be here all night. And I don't want to take up any more of your time. I hope you actually enjoyed this. I really did. Because, like I said, it really fucking happened. All of these stories here at Live with the Afterlife actually happened. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoy the others. As for me, I got stuff to do. And I'm dying of thirst. This corpse needs to stay moistened. Till next time, bloodies. Oh, make sure you do all that fun stuff. Go through the links. So, YouTube, obviously here, Spotify, follow. Oh, and you can leave comments. So go right ahead and do that. TikTok for comic strips. And update about that. I don't think I'm going to be doing the short comic strips anymore. I might do the little ones, the little 4-panel ones, still here and there to like fill it out. At least, funny little things, funny little quick jabs in there. But I'm going to try to work on a comic that I actually wrote. Years ago now. Before Dead and Laughing even started. So I think I'm gonna look back into that, and I'm gonna be going over that because some people have asked questions about it. People that I know have asked questions about it. Even past guests have asked questions about that. So, and I've sent it to them, so they've read it, and they were surprised that, wow, you have one whole book, like the whole first thing, you have it right here. Normally people don't even get halfway through, but yeah, they like the flow of it, they like the way it was done. So, gore, just fucking insanity. Basically, insanity. But it all has a purpose. So, I'm going to be working on that. I'm still going to be doing this and the show. And, obviously, YouTube gameplays still streaming on Twitch. Oh yeah, make sure to go to Twitch. Follow us there too. Hopefully you enjoy that. Been playing Outlast Trials with friends is fucking hilarious. Hearing them panic, scream, freak out. Ghoulie Julie, where do we go? And then our friend Wonder Woman, that's her tag. She's just, oh my god, he's following me. It's fucking hilarious. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. Right now, that's about it. Bye, bloodies.